All right, welcome to Uncensored Conservatism. This is episode number 338. So, I usually post this on Sundays, but I was otherwise preoccupied. Um, so you'll get it today, and I'll pick it up again this Sunday, coming Sunday. And of course, the big news is Trump's DC roundup of criminals because, yes, there's a new sheriff in town. That's right. And in typical liberal knee-jerk fashion, they were out there protesting about cleaning up the streets of D.C. of vagrants and criminals. I mean, seriously, they were out there protesting. And the media went along for the ride and cited all those statistics about decreasing crime in our nation's capital. But they left out the part that the D.C. police powers that be were fudging the data, and they left out the part that the police union there welcomed the help. So it seems that their experience on the street doesn't quite match the statistics. My cat really needs to shut up. They also leave out the fact that D.C. residents seem to be behind the effort, but then when the Democrats see an opportunity, they jump. The sad part is the D.C. residents will vote for Democrats 96% of the time. Chuck Schumer said he walks the streets of D.C. all the time and has never been a victim of any crime. He forgot to tell you that he has 24/7 armed security protection when he's out on the streets of D.C., and he doesn't walk the streets of District of Columbia. Another issue, the Democrats are on the wrong side of public opinion. It's like they really, really, really support crime. And of course, we get the "this is how it starts" nonsense. Yes, having a safe national capital city is always how fascism takes root. And that's exactly what, Mussolini and Hitler did. The cries of fascism or Nazism or Trump is Hitler rings hollow after so many times. Trump lives in the heads of the liberal retards and the Democrats, but I repeat myself. He's a master of this so far. He has them supporting criminals in D.C., illegal immigrants, child labor, and transgender freaks beating up real girls in sports. Gavin Newsom, he's in on the act also. I'm surprised this joke from the Babylon Bee isn't the truth. Now, you may have heard that some douchebag threw his subway footlong at a Border Patrol officer in D.C. I guess that's better than having a rock or a Molotov cocktail thrown at you. And it's making for some great jokes and memes on social media. Seriously, I mean, a footlong subway sub is, come on. Thankfully, the attacked officer is doing just fine. No injuries reported, although he did manage to get a free lunch out of the deal. I'm sure Trump and his administration officials are now asking for added Secret Service protection out of fear of being attacked with a subway footlong. This just shows what pansy-ass jerks Democrats and liberals, but I repeat myself, are. By the way, the attacker worked for the Department of Justice. No longer. And that fat slob governor of Illinois is hoping some conservative throws a footlong his way. He'd probably catch a damn thing in his fat mouth and chew it down. Or maybe one of those, Chicago hot dogs, which if you're ever in Chicago, you must try one of them. They are delicious. As for their pizza, nothing to write home about. Suffice to say, if this is the best of the liberals and Democrats, but I repeat myself, can do, then 2026 and 2028 should be a breeze for the Republicans. So, Trump wants a citizenship question on the 2030 census, which makes sense. That's throwing California into a tizzy. Since as their native population moves out, the illegal population boosts the representation. Folks, it's not about humanitarian reasons. It's all political. And this kind of illustrates the Democrats and liberals, but I repeat myself, support of illegal immigration. If not saying they're needed to pick crops and clean toilets, they're needed to bolster a state's population, or if we deport them, think of all the possibilities they could have been. As this now shows, great, now do abortion. Yes, the Democrats in Texas who fled the state to deny a quorum are back after fleeing to such states as Illinois and New York, two of the most gerrymandered states in the country. Seems that stunt didn't last too long, but they claim they made their point. I mean, really, out of the jaws of defeat comes stupidity. Because it's all just fucking common sense, folks. That should be simply the mantra of conservatives going forth from here. Then watch the head of a liberal or a Democrat, but I repeat myself, explode. I mean, so do cities and states want to stand on some misguided principle by declaring themselves a sanctuary jurisdiction? Or do they want safe streets? It's that simple. Yes, you may have heard that the Minnesota Vikings football team have male cheerleaders now. And now we know the future of their governor, Tampon Timmy Waltz. He even gets to dye his hair and put those jazz hands and prancing skills to better use because he sure didn't do shit for Minnesota or Kamala in 2024. Yeah, conservative America, there's still work to be done out there. I mean, I've never attended a professional football game. It's really not my sport to go to. I love ice hockey, but if I did, I'd much prefer to see this, not some prancing male prick in Speedo shorts dancing about on a football field at halftime. I mean, what's happened to the definition of masculinity over the years, which it brings me to a joke that I heard online. Okay, ready? In the 1970s, women had a full bush down there. In the 1990s, they had a Brazilian or a landing strip. In the 2010s, they shaved it off and were bald down there. In the 2020s, now they have a dick. And we seriously need more of this. That right there is a woman. And any self-respecting man could look at her and say, will you marry me? Now that would make America great again. You know what won't make America great again? Bernie. Yeah, feel the burn. Yep, everyone's favorite failed off a commune socialist is still alive and out there. So, America and conservatives, this meme is instructive. Remember those days of arrows and taped lines on the floor of stores telling us how to properly navigate aisles and stay 6 feet apart? I do, and I should never happen again. Common sense, folks. And no face diapers next time around. Socialist dipshit up there in New York City, the Indian who thinks he's black, has sort of dropped out of the headlines, but as the election for the Big Apple mayor draws near, expect that to change. And the new tradition of throwing green dildos on the court of NBA games was kind of short-lived. I'm assuming they were green because dildos, the dildos were green because money is green. But anyway, finally, I have a great idea, not only to make the streets of our capital safer, but also to beautify the city simultaneously. Hire hot, young, conservative women with guns, like this one, to patrol the streets. And that's it for today. Have a great day and a more pleasant tomorrow.